2026 World Cup is a disaster waiting to happen. FIFA's greediest move yet.
Also, why it might also be a disaster and a ruin. Let's go, guys.
The biggest headline is not the expansion. For decades, 32 teams was the perfect number. It meant the group stages were brutal. Every game mattered. If you slip up once, you were going home. It was allied. But for 2026, FIFA said, nah, let's dilute the product. We are getting 48 teams. Why? Money, more markets, more TV deals. But what does that mean for us, the fans? It means we are getting 104 matches over 39 days. That is astonishing. On paper, more football sounds great, but think about it. We are going to have group stages game between the 45th and 48th best teams in the world. No disrespect to them, but are you taking off work to watch that? They've changed the format to 12 groups of 4. The top 2 go through, plus the 8 best third place teams. It means the group stage has almost zero jeopardy for the big teams. Brazil, France, England, Argentina. They can practically sleepwalk through the first 3 games and still qualify. The real tournament does not even start until the round of 32. We are watering down the quality for the sake of quantity. Is this about growing the game or just growing FIFA's back account? Let me know your take in the comments right now. 48 teams. Genius, move, or pure greed?
The format, guys, is just the appetizer. The main cause of chaos for this tournament is the geography. This tournament is spread across the United States, Canada, and Mexico. That's a lot of logistic, guys. A lot of traveling, because these cities are not very close to each other. You know, the distance between Vancouver in Canada and Mexico is about 2,500 miles. Oh my God. That's a lot of land to cover. You know, the Qatar 2022 World Cup, fans could just take an Uber from stadium to stadium, right? But in North America, the US and Canada and Mexico World Cup, fans and teams are going to be living on planes because it's like 2,500 miles just from Vancouver to Mexico. Guys, are you ready for this insanity? 2026 World Cup in North America?
Imagine you are a fan following your team. Game 1 is in Seattle. Game 2 is in Mexico City. Game 3 is in Atlanta. That's 3 different countries, 3 different currencies, and 3 different immigration custom checks in 2 weeks.
You know, visa situation alone is already a nightmare. The US visa blockade is already legendary, guys. And they're gonna process this visa from people from South America, Africa, Asia countries. Now, how long is it gonna take for people to get their visas?
And don't forget the condition. You're going from sea level in Miami with 90% humidity to playing at 7,300 altitude in Mexico City a few days later. This isn't just inconvenience. It physically affects the game being played. The team with the easiest travel schedule has a massive competitive advantage. This is crazy, guys. What do you mean? Don't you think this is insane?
We are going to go into the biggest controversy of where the final World Cup is going to be played in 2026. And we're going to look at the tough war. We'll go into that in seconds. There's no denying the infrastructure. The US, United States, has one of the best stadiums on earth. Those NFL's cathedral, they are insane. They're one of the biggest in the world. If you talk about the Sophie Coliseum, talk about the AT&T, these are marvelous stadiums in the United States of America. So the infrastructure has no doubt they have one of the best infrastructure in terms of stadiums. Now, in case you don't know, the final World Cup tournament will be played in MetLife, New Jersey Stadium. No shit in New Jersey. I mean, it would be better to play this final in LA, for instance, or even Dallas, Texas, or even New York City. But I believe it was just a corporate decision. Of course, like it's a corporate greed, man. Before FIFA took this decision that the final of the World Cup would be played at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. A lot of people have problem with that because if you've been to New York before, and I just know New Jersey is a stone thrown away from New York City anyway. But then people are saying, why will the final be played in New Jersey? I mean, New York City will even be better because if you come to New York City, there are subway, you can easily take the train, jump on the bus, just go to the train, to the station, to the stadium. But why MetLife in New Jersey?
But the biggest issue, the grass. Almost all these massive NFL stadiums use artificial turf. It causes more injuries. It changes how the ball rolls, and it feels cheap for a World Cup. FIFA is mandating natural grass being installed. But these temporary grass pitches laid over concrete or existing turf are often terrible. They got torn up easily. Remember, the pitches is some recent tournament. They look like playoff fields by the quarterfinals. If the World Cup final is decided because the ball bubbled on a patch of hasty laser in New Jersey, the football World Cup we rot. But finally, we have to talk about the human cost. We already see an epidemic of injuries in football. Players are playing 60 to 70 games a year for their clubs. Now FIFA wants to add a 39-day, 104-game tournament requiring cross-continental travel in the middle of summer. The player unions are already screaming about this. By the time we get to the semi-final of 2026, who is actually going to be fit enough to play at 100%? Are we going to see the best football, or are we going to see a war of attrition where the last team standing wins?
Just to mind the sports overload, 2016 is going to be full of amazing sport. And of course, remember the Winter Olympic Games is taking place in Italy this year, 2026, almost same time the World Cup. Yeah, your wallet, your attention span, your sleep is going to be tested as never before in the 2026 because there's a lot of sports activities taking place. The Olympic Games and of course the World Cup.
Look, 48 teams in 3 countries sounds exciting, but it's a recipe for disaster. The 2026 World Cup honestly might actually suck.
Despite everything I've said, the travel nightmare, the greed, the tough issues, I'm going to watch every single match on this World Cup. It's so new. I'll be supporting the African team. The Eagles didn't qualify for the World Cup, but guys, let's go. There are many other African countries in that team, and of course many other teams. It's World Cup, man. Whoever wins the game, let the best team win the game. Win the World Cup. That's the essence of that. It brings us together. It's time to celebrate and also to relax. You don't have to cheer us. You know what I mean? Here is the World Cup now. It's one of the largest, greatest party in the sports or party in the world. So we're getting what we're looking forward to celebrating this World Cup 2026. Guys, are you ready? I'm ready, man. To party and to celebrate. Because it's the World Cup, the biggest party in the world. Of course, it's taking place in North America, Mexico, Canada, and the United States. The host of 2026 World Cup. Listen, guys, what's your thought on the 48 format team? Is it a disaster or is the future? So what do you know? What do you think about it, guys? Let me know in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. I will see you on the next one, and may the best team win this World Cup because it's too early now to predict who's going to win the World Cup. Alright, we hope we get a visa to go there. Some of you need a visa. I hope you get a visa on time to come to America. And if you can, don't worry, just watch the game at home. And may the best team win this World Cup 2026. Eagles is not going to be there. That's the Super Eagles. We'll miss you out. Alright guys, please like and subscribe and also share. Thank you. See you in the next one.